Alright everyone, so let's talk about Eververse and why I kind of feel like it's not a problem. I don't understand why people have such a problem with Eververse. Uh, I mean, come on. So, a lot of people might have problem with it that Bungie is trying to push you into it. They're kind of forcing you to buy certain things and the things are overpriced and all. And to that I'm saying, what? I have never spent any real life money on the Eververse store, and I've never once felt like I have to, never felt like Bungie is pushing me towards it or anything like that. Everything I've bought has been for Bright Dust, which you can get from bounties. Now, if Bungie truly wanted you to, go here and buy things for money, they wouldn't have increased the amount of Bright Dust that you can get from bounties. They increase the amount of bounties, they increase the amount of brightness you get from bounties. Why would they do that if they wanted you to spend more money? I honestly don't get it. So I've never, as I said, felt pressured into buying anything here, and even these ornament armor sets, I've gotten some through engrams and I've bought some with bright dust. I've never, as I said, paid silver for anything. And besides, it's not them. If you see, for example, this ornament, it's not them forcing you to buy it. It's you. You are the one buying it. You're like, oh, okay, I quite like this. I want it, and you spend money on it. That's you. That's not them. It's just here for people to spend money on if they want. You, they never force you to do anything. It's so dumb. Like I hear a lot about it, and hear people saying how bad Eververse is in this game and how much they kind of like force and stuff. And it's like, no, not at all. We can see here some ornaments, armor ornaments. I have all three of these, and all of them I got them through not buying them, but from engrams. And well, I guess buying them with bright dust, but not with silver. Three sets, three whole sets of armor ornaments, just by in-game currency, which you can get for bounties and for engrams that you get by leveling up. Sure, this was before Shadowkeep, so the bright dust were different, and the way you got the engrams was also different. But even when you got less bright dust, I still managed to get three whole sets. And I honestly don't feel like, even back then I was forced. And now when you even get more, I definitely don't feel forced or pressured into buying silver at all. So I don't understand what people are complaining about. You can make quite a lot of bright dust every week through the weeklies. You can make around 3,600 bright dust every week if you have three characters that all has that has them unlocked. Especially again with Prime, you might not have that. I currently don't have them on Titan because I kind of remade it, which I kind of regret in a way because I lost out on some weeks. I lost out on some bright dust there, and yeah, like 3,600 every week. For that, I mean, it takes like no time to actually get it, and you can buy quite a lot of things. Anyways, sure, some are quite expensive. Like this one is 3,250. It's a little bit too much. Then you got a weapon armor is 1,200. There's nothing. Ships 2,000. You get the spare from 2,000. And this is like half of what you can get through a week. As I said, 3,600 every week. You can just save it up, and for most part, you could probably, You save up 2 times, like 2 weeks, you can buy a whole armor set if you want, like 6,000. And I guess if you have some of these, you know, the price will get lowered. Oops, which is the case for even the silver. And I currently cannot see that because I already have these on my character, but let's see if there's another armor set. I don't think so. No. But you've probably seen it anyways, like for example this armor set, if you have like 1 or 2, it's gonna be cheaper because you already have one of them. So again, I don't really see how and why it's getting all the complaints and hate that it's getting. Like sure, I don't like microtransaction myself, but this is not that intrusive. It's not forcing you to do it and to buy it or anything. Now, I could have understood it more if they removed bright dust or changed it the way you got it. For example, you probably see my previous video, I don't know if you did, but League of Legends with the blue essence, how they changed the currency so where you can only get a random amount through leveling up or through challenges, which comes up randomly and kind of like that instead of you getting every freaking game. There I can kind of understand more that, you know, they're pushing for the store, for microtransaction store, instead of, you know, letting people used to play the game, get currency and buy whatever without having to spend any real life money and also not having to spend so much time in it. But here they actually increase the amount of bright dust that you get. So again, I don't really see why it's getting all the hate that it's getting. I feel like people don't really hate it as much as they think they do. They just jump on the bandwagon on hating things like they always do because, I don't know, people just don't like to think for themselves. I guess that's how it is nowadays. And yeah, it's not the worst freaking microtransaction stores in any game that I've ever seen, because you can get most of the things for free here anyways, and even from the ranking up you get engrams which can contain one of these items that they sell. Let's see, look, you can get emotes which is cells, sparrows, weapon ornaments, armor ornaments, ghost shells, ships, everything. Look, this is all you can get through here, which they're also selling in the store. Look, they're selling right there. Car shop, although it's bright dust. There's another emote. Look, 500 silver. There's a ship. There is a sparrow. Weapon ornament. And everything. So sure, you don't get an engram every level like you used to before Shadowkeep, but you're still getting them. And again, you can get what they're selling here for free. So again, I stop jumping on bandwagons for no real reason. Think for yourself. Look into it. Like, why do you feel pressure to just buy anything? Why do you feel forced to buy anything? Have you even bought anything from here? I have never, as I said, I've never, and I haven't lost anything from not buying it. I haven't felt like, oh shit, I missed out on something, or I feel like I'm underpowered, or, you know, it's dumb. Just stop jumping on bandwagons, because I guess that's the thing now, and start thinking a little bit for yourself, and you will see like how ridiculous this hate is towards these microtransaction stores. Like as I said, this one isn't the worst, especially since you can get around 3,600 a week. Also, I haven't miscalculated it. I might have by some, but it's still over 3,000 you get. And if there's nothing from a store that you really want, great, you have 3,000 for the next week plus the other that you're gonna get. So you have more money to spend on the things you want. As you see, I could buy 3 things this week, and if I done more like Eververse bounties, which give 10, which isn't like a heck of a lot, but it's still some, I might have been able to buy, for example, this one. Look, 700 silver, or not silver, bright dust. And that's what they have here, 500 silver. This is $5. You can use buy for 700 bright dust. So again, the hate is kind of there for no reason. It's kind of undeserved in my opinion. And if you truly hate if you truly hate microtransaction stores that much, then don't use them. It's as simple as that. It only exists in games because people use them. People pay money on them. People spend money on these. This is why they exist. This is why a new game has them with them, because people use them. If you don't use them, game developers won't spend time on them. Like, it's so simple. But people don't really see that because I have no idea. Most of the people who freaking complain about them are people who actually probably uses these microtransaction stores, whilst the ones who doesn't, you sit there like, hey, what's the problem? And it's just laughable and quite funny and all of that. It's just yeah, but anyways, it's not bad at all. Clearly, if you have spent money on it, it's because you wanted it. You wanted that item you purchased, and that's it. You got what you wanted, and I mean, you have only yourself to blame if you felt like if it wasn't deserved, or if it wasn't, I don't know, fairly priced. You saw it, you saw the price, and you still bought it. It's just, I don't know what to say other than, yeah, it's none other than your fault for paying for it. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. What is up, people, and welcome to this video. I'm going to talk about a change that Riot did way like a long time ago, maybe a year or so. It's pinnacle to reachable, and yes, it's been like what, 2 months or so.